League, lost to Dundee United. What's gone on?
Do you know what? That's the shock. Was we had our show, we had a meeting. We got in at 3 hours before the show, sat down, a big meeting about what we're going to do. Lukaku, Kane, talk about United, and all of a sudden Rangers just drop a bomb.
Oh, no.
They drop a bomb at us, and it's like, oh my God, rip up the running order.
Yeah, we have to. We've got to get them on. Get on board. Get into this. 08717 2233 44. If you were there tonight, Rangers fans, what is going on? Steven Gerrard was the Messiah 2 months ago, a month ago, and now all of a sudden they're out of the Champions League. They've lost to Dundee. Surely. That's a terrible start to your season.
Jay, it's dreadful. Steven Gerrard, and I was actually looking forward to seeing what Steven Gerrard could do in the Champions League. I expect him to get to the group stage. I genuinely did.
They have to.
I felt that was where it was going to go. But to be knocked out by it, no disrespect to Malmo. And then do you watch Malmo play? I know you're going to watch the league next season.
Yeah, I'm a season ticket holder.
Of Malmo, right?
Yeah, season ticket holder.
Good team or not?
Top side, mate. Top side.
Well, apparently they are, because they've just knocked out Rangers. I'm disappointed actually for Rangers and Steven Gerrard. But I mean, both Scottish side now have been dumped out before they get to the group stages.
It's not good enough, is it?
Would
they get relegated from the Premier League this season if they went in it?
Well, I very much doubt financially that they can cope. I just don't think they can cope. I honestly don't think they could cope with the Premier League.
But a lot of Rangers fans and Celtic fans would say they would easily stay up this season.
I know, but they all say that, don't they? And they've just been dumped out the group stages.
It's not even the group stage, the qualifiers.
Sorry, the qualifiers can't even get the group stage. I think it's hard for any Rangers or Celtic fan to come on here and say that they'd stay in the Premier League after that. Don't you think? It's hard to build an argument after that.
Watching Rangers last season with the way Steven Gerrard had them playing, I was really impressed. And I said, if Rangers went into the Premier League, I think they would stay up. Celtic would got that. They're miles off it. But Rangers, I was like, no, I like the way they're doing it. Rangers, Steven Gerrard, they've got something going there. And now all of a sudden, wow.
Not even an away goals. They couldn't claw it back from away. They went down to 10 men as well, by the way, at Malmo. And yet Rangers still got dumped out 2 at home. That's a bad result, mate. It's a bad result for them. It really is.
As well, obviously, you've been on the missing list. You've been on a holiday. You are tanned up, by the way. Well, you should be on towel.
Do you know what? I deserved a 2-week break. All right? I knew I was coming in with you, all right? I had to build myself up for it.
Revitalise.
I need to go recharge the batteries, get away from Goldstein for a while, and now I'm on with you.
Where is Goldstein?
Has anyone seen any Goldstein? I mean, he's in a bad way, poor thing.
I know. I bless him. He's been messaging me.
He's in a bad way. So hashtag pray for Goldstein.
Yeah, the fact that you've obviously been away, you didn't even know that Harry Kane didn't turn up.
Well, do you know what? I did know. I was following it on Twitter and following it on social media and BBC and all the other websites, TalkSport, of course. And I couldn't work out whether he'd done anything wrong. Had he? Had he done anything wrong?
Well, of course he has. He didn't turn up to training.
Yeah, I know.
That's doing something wrong. It's going against the contract.
But Jay, there can be misunderstandings.
No, there's no misunderstanding. You know clearly when you're told to be back. I mean, this is not, Mickey Mouse football clubs here.
I don't know. Talk to Spurs there, Jay. I don't know. I'm not sure.
All right, I'll take that. 1-0 Cundy.
No, but I think, look, I don't know the full facts any more than you do, right? I just think he may be playing the game here.
He wants out.
Yeah, he does.
But you know what annoyed me with him? I wasn't really bothered about him saying that he wanted to leave. Because I can't begrudge him a move to some Man City if that's what he wants. If he wants to make a stance and not come into training, I'm all for that. If you're going to do that and that's how you want to go down it, it's probably not the best way to do it, but I accept it because you've given the club everything and you want to move on. But what annoyed me with him, which wound a lot of Spurs fans up, was that he come out 4 days later and put a statement out saying that he would never not get training. He'd never say that he didn't want to be there and all this sort of nonsense. Why didn't he do that the next day? Why didn't he say straight away when this had this whole media fiasco and him ever talking about gentlemen's agreements? Why did he leave it 4 days? Well,
again, I find these standoffs between club and player can sometimes get a little bit. I think there are blurred lines. Why does he got to do that? Why has he got to? For me, he and the club. It feels to me that he and the club have added this gentleman's agreement where he has been told he stays 1 more year and then they'll accept a move. All right, they accept a payment. Yeah. He does say he would never not turn up for training deliberately. It's quite carefully written.
Who said that?
In his statement?
Yeah,
I
of
think
course.
there might have been a
disaster.
there might have been a misunderstanding.
All right, well, we're going to come back to that. Obviously, we're going to talk Harry Kane throughout the show, but let's get a Rangers fan on. We've got to. Mal, good evening. You're live on TalkSport. Talk me through Rangers right now. What is going on?
I'll tell you now, it was a dream start. You hit the nail on the head, 1-0 up, and then a man gets sent off. Dream in the second half turned into a bloody nightmare. It was an absolute disgrace. Yes, we would maybe stay up in the Premiership on that performance, if that, but at the end of the day, no continuity. You roll out against these teams in the Scottish Premiership, thinking you've won 55 league titles, going for 56, because whoever wins the league this year actually goes into the Champions League as a Tier 3 team. And we are absolutely, and with no due respect to Dunfermline, and because that's a League Cup game, right? I don't know where we're going to get it, because that performance tonight was diabolical. And I'm absolutely fuming where Stevie G can just roll up. Great season last year. You're absolutely right with all the positives that you've said. But to roll out in the last 3 games, okay, including tonight, is an absolute disgrace. And I do not know where we're going to get a win from. And I don't care if we get beat by Dunfermline next week. Because if we don't make sure...
Sorry, say that...
And don't have that income of that money, then we were out and done, and Stevie G will lead the end of the season.
Sorry, Mal, you just said you don't care if you get beat by Dunfermline in the cup game next week, on Friday.
No, because like you in the English football...
You're a disgrace, Mal. Honestly, mate. Honestly, you haven't won a title in God knows how many years, and now you want to get knocked out the cup. Because
you already have cups in the English Premiership, and you call certain cups Mickey Mouse Cups, and this one is a Mickey Mouse Cup. Just like last season and the seasons before, we have a certain...
You got to win trophies, Mal. You got to win trophies. You're still behind Celtic. You know they dominated for 9 years. You've won one trophy, the league. You can't now start picking and choosing what you win.
Sorry, Mal. Look, I know you're angry, right? And we all get like this as fans, but this is a total knee-jerk overreaction that I'm hearing right now.
Well, I'll tell you what. Okay, if you go into a cup game and you get nothing, no finance, no nothing, no European status, nothing for a cup, what is the point of winning that cup?
Well, you were never going to win the Champions League, were you?
No.
So maybe you can do what Man United did last season, is drop out the Champions League and give yourself a better chance early on to win the Europa League.
Jay, don't you agree that at the end of the day, it is a financial business?
Yeah.
And you already said...
Got to be in the Champions League.
You already said earlier, okay, that we would not cope in the English Premiership because of the financial status.
Yeah.
It's true.
I absolutely agree.
Right.
All right, Mal, thanks for your call. Keep them coming in.